Hey there Facebook, it is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer and coach from Live, Love, Give, and today I have a message coming to you which is one I find kind of cool to think into, but ultimately it is asking you the question whether or not you are actually plagiarizing your personality. And this is a kind of interesting concept that actually a funny thing happened, and I found it really hard for some weird reason to get properly to sleep last night, and I kept waking up. I think I was just overheating or something weird was happening, and I kept like having all these weird ideas pop into my head. And this is something that I just put in my my notes section on my phone. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but I'm going to think about it tomorrow. And it was this concept around plagiarizing your personality, and it's really it's really got me thinking about some people in my life that I feel like they're kind of, I don't know who they are. It's really strange. It's like, when you can know somebody, or you can know somebody for a long period of time, but then never really know who they really are. And some things just don't quite add up, or there's some sort of different things that go on. And you kind of start thinking like, where did that come from? Or like, who is this person? Like, that's really weird. Or they're changing over here or doing all that. I don't know. It's just this weird feeling. And what I'm kind of thinking that it is, from experience with different people, is it's kind of like a plagiarizing of their personality. And what I really mean by that is, they're grabbing all these different concepts, ideas, and, from different people, from different books, from different courses, different learnings, all that sort of stuff. And they're kind of molding it all together to the point where they can kind of articulate a bunch of stuff. But then you kind of, because I'm a massive learner, and I'm always grabbing different concepts and ideas from different people as well. But I can kind of like see when people are saying stuff that they're trying to be themselves, but they're actually just reiterating different ideas and concepts from different people. And it's just this weird experience where you don't quite know who this person is. And I'm kind of terming it plagiarizing your personality, because I don't know who they are outside of their ideas and concepts that they're taking from other people, and they're not really giving to me their different ideas and concepts based on what they learn, based on their experiences. It's just this kind of weird thing that I'm seeing a pattern of with a few different people. So I don't know if you've had this experience. It's just something, like I said, it's so random. Most of my Facebook lives, I must admit, are very random. I'm kind of like, just last minute, what am I going to talk to you guys about? And this was something I was flicking through my notes, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot that I woke up, I couldn't get to sleep, and I just had this random thought and wanted to talk into it. And I'd love to hear from you guys. Have you had this experience with anybody in your life where you've known them for a long time, but you just don't really know who they are, and you just kind of see them as piecing together all these different ideas and concepts that aren't their own, so you never get to really know them? Is this weird? I don't know if you guys have experienced this as well, but I would absolutely love to hear from each and every one of you guys. If you've had this experience, you're currently experiencing somebody in your life who you think, actually, that makes sense. Maybe they're kind of plagiarizing their personality and I don't actually know who they are. And it's kind of like, it's almost like a combination of not feeling good enough within. So you're trying to be who you perceive other people want you to be. And coupled with, this is probably pretty similar, but it's still different, but coupled with kind of people pleasing. It's kind of not feeling good enough, people pleasing, combination of the two, and it's like plagiarizing this fake personality that you can never really connect with, and it's kind of just weird. So I absolutely really want to see if you guys actually get what I'm talking about, because this sounds so strange as I'm actually talking about it. But yeah, it is a lack of authenticity. But maybe because these people don't actually know who they really are, and I get it. I get that. And I think that we need to go and experience things. We need to go and develop ourselves. We need to go and learn a bunch of different lessons and experience different ideas from different people, so that we can more fully unravel the layers and be more authentic and know more deeply who it is that we are. But this is, this weird scenario that I'm finding with a few different people that I know. So, all right, let me check in with you guys and see who's been able to join me. I've got Lucy and Paul and Tanya and Carolina and Jace and Judy and Brandon. Awesome to see you guys. Yes, Jen's here. Awesome. And Tanya. So they are being inauthentic. They're being inauthentic, but it's kind of like, it's being inauthentic, but it's kind of like they're molding this personality that's kind of ever changing based on whatever they're kind of bringing into their world. So that's why I'm calling it plagiarizing your personality, because you're stealing other people's ideas or personality and molding it into yourself, because you don't know who you are, or who you are, you don't feel that's good enough. And you're just trying to, gain connection and love like we all are, by doing this weird thing of plagiarizing your personality. I don't know, I'm just talking into this. Like I said, it was a weird idea and concept before I went to bed last night, and I just thought, I'm going to talk about it. But absolutely. And Diaz and Howard and Lee, people who replicate feelings are psychopaths by definition. I'm not sure I agree with that. Hang on a sec. Sonola and Iona and Domina and Ray and Tony and Philippe. Awesome to see all of you guys here today. Lee, let me address that. People who replicate feelings are psychopaths by definition. So what I would say is that, part of being an empathetic human being has the ability to replicate feelings and emotions from people that we want to connect with and share understanding, give them, empathy, compassion. I don't think that's really being a psychopath. But I always appreciate you guys bringing your thoughts to the equation. So always keeps me on my toes. And Jen, like you said, they are still trying to connect with self. Absolutely. That's why we can't. That's why we need to, be aware of kind of seeing the patterns as to what's going on, and be of help rather than judge and criticize and condemn somebody for not being authentic and being weird and plagiarizing or whatever. But actually go, okay, I can see the pattern of behavior. What's the intent? What's driving that? And whenever we're not being authentic, or we don't feel good enough within, it's always being driven by fear. And so instead of beating down on somebody, we can absolutely, take it upon ourselves to actually try and build that person up, to reward them for the times when they are authentic. But it's just this really weird thing that I'm actually seeing right now. So I love that, Jen. Absolutely. And great to see you. And Daniel's here. Hello to you. And Judy. And Melissa, nice of you to join. So really that was my message for you guys. Bit of a random one today. I want it to be on twofold. Like, look at the people in your life and how connected are you really to them? And look at it if it's coming from them. Is it that you've known this person for years or, a big long period of time, and then you're just kind of noticing that you don't even really know them? It's just kind of this surface level connection. Or maybe they change a lot and they have a lot of conflicting ideas and beliefs that, it's just a bit random and you can sense that something's off. Or is it you? Do you feel like you're kind of plagiarizing your own personality? And, just look at it from the point of view of, okay, just self-awareness. Am I being authentic? Where is that coming from? Is it just that I'm trying to discover who I really am and I'm taking on these different ideas and concepts and beliefs to sort of test them out to see and decipher who I really am? Or is it trying to cover up the truth of who I am because I just don't feel good enough. You know, there's a big difference in that. And everything, you know, to be able to grow and evolve and be your higher self, you got to have self-awareness. So look at yourself, see how much of your personality are you currently plagiarizing, and also look at those people in your life and see if you feel like they're kind of plagiarizing their personality, and how could you you know, reinforce to them and reward them for the truth of who they are, and make it okay, make it a safe environment for them to express more of the truth of who they are. So they're the kind of two ways of thinking about it. And Shelley's here, and Tayeb, awesome to see you guys. I'm just about to sign off, so I really hope that you guys catch the recording, and I hope that today's message just gets you thinking, gets you kind of outside the box of your current sphere of thinking, and thinking more around this concept that I just kind of coined as I was half asleep, which is around plagiarizing your personality, and I'm definitely noticing some patterns. So Sylvia, nice of you to join me as well. But that is it from me today, guys. As always, I am sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you, to wherever you are in the world today. I hope it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary, and I hope that you're doing something super empowering, and I really hope that today's message has just given you something to think about and get outside the box, shift some perspectives, and have fun with building some self-awareness and understanding of others around you as well. Stevie, thanks for joining. I hope you catch the recording, and I'm signing off, sending you guys all of my love, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Much love, and you're so welcome, Daniel. Much love.